Hey guys, it's Will. So AI stocks are on fire, and BigBear.AI is taking a super unique approach. They've kind of been under the radar at this point, but I think that they're ready to potentially push up. We'll see. The market performance we've seen today has been kind of, I guess, subpar if we look at what it really looks like for the quantum AI space. We're down about, on average, throughout all the stocks, about 1 or 2%. Rigetti continued to push up, which we just did some analysis. If you guys want more analysis on any quantum computer stocks, make sure to subscribe and do consider liking this video. On top of that, guys, if you want to watch me trade live, we just wrapped up our session and I would love to see you there. There is the second link down below if you'd like to join us as soon as tomorrow. We have an awesome holiday special there for you. Now, looking at the stocks that we have been covering, and all the quantum computers, the SpaceX, space exploration stocks, and all those, BigBear.AI is one that I don't want to say it doesn't have more room to run, because it definitely could. But what I want to share with you guys is that maybe BigBear.AI is going to be moving in a way that might not be as favorable for our near-term investors. So let's take a look at it. It's down 8% today. So you can see it's down to it pushed up to $4.76. It's down to $4. There's kind of two ways this can go. It's not, okay, if it stays totally true to pattern, we're going to see a near-term push up. Okay, but the thing about this is I think it could be losing some steam. Let's get into it. This is a previous resistance. See that level. Then we had some consolidation here as well. And then today we saw it bounce. Okay, so it's down 8%. In kind of a perfect environment, which this is really healthy, what we see. So there's a couple things that look good for the stock. And there's a couple things that are concerning. The first thing that I think is looking really good is that we could potentially see this bounce. Now, if it bounces, I don't know it's going to hold because of the move today and how drastic it was. It could be that it's going to take us a little while to really start knocking on the door again at 468. And the reason why is because you see the widespread market sell-off today, which is understandable. It's basically, if you look on the history, every single day or every single year, the day after Christmas, we usually see green days. It's almost always going to be a green day. And that's usually how it goes. Not always, but almost. And then what happens? The market overcompensates a little bit. Now people sell off here on Friday, and it's not a big surprise. So this is really healthy. Nothing really to be worried about. And if you're holding long term, don't worry so much. But the thing is right now, it's going to have to really bounce. It's going to have to bounce straight up for it to really hold that pattern the way that it is. I would have liked if it got to this point a little bit slower, if that makes sense. Because right now, it dropped down. It's got some momentum downward. It dropped below the EMA. It's the RSI and MACD look like a buy, but I'm potentially seeing that BBAI would break this level and not be able to hold it too well. We just haven't seen it stay at this level enough for it to really, I mean, we've seen some good resistance back there, but it hasn't been that consistent here. So outside of that, then that next level would be down to probably 360. And there's kind of either 360 would make sense. The other way that this could happen is if we see it retest. So what might happen is it pushes up here to 420 before dropping back down. And right now it's at $4, dropping back down to what could be $4 and then continuing up. That would be kind of the near term outlook for what could happen. Aside from kind of the actual charts, and I'm trying to wrap my head around today's sell-off being what it is for the market and seeing how it relates to the overall market. Because when we look at a lot of the big tech stocks and everything else, it seems like this red day today, I think we could see a lot more sell-offs. And the reason why is, I mean, if we look at, let's take a look at, for example, Tesla. See it sell off, which leads a lot of the tech. It's holding at this EMA, and the reason why I bring Tesla up is because it does determine a lot of the overall direction. Same thing with Google. It's holding at this EMA right here, which means that we could see it continue up if it really holds this level. Let's look actually on TSLA. If it holds this level around 428, then we're in good shape. If it breaks below, then we could be seeing the next, I don't want to say few weeks, but could be kind of what we saw back in July after that huge push up, something that kind of recorrects, brings back down to maybe this previous resistance. And so that would be like kind of an overall tech sell-off. But the good news is that there's a lot more attention that's shifting towards AI. And the technicals here, yeah, it just looks quite overextended. I would imagine that it would sell back down here to this previous level, even possibly to 340. And the best part about BBAI is that it has been consistent. It's not just pumping and dumping like we've seen in the past like that. It's continually building this consistent uptrend that we can actually clearly identify, and I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy that it is continuing to be more of this consistent. But if we just continue the trend, let's say we see some consolidation to here, that's not, that 350 range could make a lot of sense if you consider the rest of the trend. But if it's a true bull case, which it could be, it bounces here and it really bulls up. This could be that resistance, that previous resistance, that it really continues up. But just for me and how I see the risk, I probably wouldn't see myself buying right at this moment. But holding, we had a $2.80 entry over here earlier this month on the Schwab account, and I'm going to be holding some shares at BBAI. So that's something I would say is fine. Long term looks good from the technical standpoint. When we look at BBAI financials, wasn't too happy with their financials. We had looked at the financial outlook for the stock, and they were burning through some cash. Okay, they weren't looking too good on the financials. We could see, this is 2023. This is their balance sheet. Would love to see it in kind of Google form. But you could kind of see their operating income. This is $44,000 numbers in thousands. So I believe that is, what is that? It's not, yeah, 400 and that is 4.4 million. 4.4 million negative operating. EPS, they didn't quite come through. Okay, their earnings per share, their expenses, operating income, it's kind of like up. And you see, it's not uptrending per se since 2021. I mean, their income kind of was negative, what is that, 10 million? Then it was 6 million. Then it was 5 million. And now they're negative 8 there. But they were bringing in some new contracts. It looks good. But that's kind of dragging it down a little bit, not going to lie. The thing that is outside of the financials, that they don't look terrible, right? But what we're doing is we're buying what could be. And you have to ask yourself, how much more could we see it push up when there is something like Rigetti coming along and doing quantum computing, or a steal at AMD, or AI developments. You could see qubits or some of the quantum computing space, and I think some of that money could be moving there. So you just got to keep that in mind too. Let's just take a look if there's any really big developments. I know we got their new Army contract that was, I think, 150 or 160 million. They had a $25 million stock sale 19 hours ago was the article. The actual sale just recently happened, I would imagine. Let's see. Currently valued at 1.1 billion. December 26th, there was a large 6 million share sell of Big Bear's common stock. Okay, so got some big sales. You got to ask yourself, where's the money going, right? And it's something like anytime you see an investment, whether you're down or you're up, you might be down a lot or you might be up a lot. Is this current investment the place where I'm still going to continue to get the highest return on investment? Or is there another avenue? Now, that shorter term is something we're thinking about. So that's something to say. They restructured their debt, which is good, right? These new secured convertible notes. Better off, they're better off. Are they better off with less debt? Yeah, probably, especially as, when they're starting to get some contracts, they're starting to maybe pick up momentum. Yeah, start paying off some debt, absolutely. But they saw that they were in Heathrow Airport, they're in Denver International Airport, and someone said that they could be working with SpaceX soon. I don't see that happening. The technology that they do is that you can walk through basically the airport and it scans your face and they can process all those data points and they can let you go through security easily and things like that. There is a lot of use case for Army, maybe for passing through, different jurisdictions or identifying people with AI and being able to basically, I guess, dox them or immediately be able to see everything about them. Yeah, BigBear.AI is really great for those government type of things. So we could see that potential. How that would play into like SpaceX or aerospace, not really sure. It's a niche segment of the AI market that has potential and could see some more growth. But right now, it seems like maybe it's a little bit overextended. And if it got back into this 350, 360 range, it could be more attractive for me potentially as a buy. But I would have to see, what that looks like. See if an opportunity presents itself here in the near future. And I know that a lot of you guys are holding for the very, very long term, which I totally get. And if that's you, all power to you. If you are in that position, again, don't fret. The nearer term to shorter term is indicating a sell based on my analysis of just looking at the market here, that they're pretty niche, the analysis of the technicals, fundamentals, and their financials, and then just kind of seeing the overall direction. And if I was in it right now, I would probably hold unless it broke this level, and then you're really only relying on this previous resistance to hold, which could be a little bit squirrely. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys would like to watch me trade live at market open, we have just the best sale we have for the whole year towards the end of this year. If you'd like to get into Stockmate, it's that second link down below if you want to watch me trade live as soon as Monday at market open. Now, it's not a subscription or anything like that. If you want lifetime access, it's available to you, or you can get in at a quarterly access there as well. Again, it's that second link down below. Appreciate you guys' time. Do hit the like button if I earned it, and do consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.